If you go into the bone, the osteoclastogenesis leading to the bone erosion. So NF-κB plays a crucial role in inflammatory and immune responses through the regulation of genes encoding pro-inflammatory cytokines and inducible enzymes. So an innovative option for management of arthritis is NF-κB inhibitor. So as earlier speaker mentioned already, the curcumin, it is a difurolamine methane. It is a biologically active phytochemical compound obtained from rhizosomes of Curcuma longa, which possesses diverse properties like anti-inflammatory, it is an antioxidant properties, it has got anti-proliferative and also anti-angiogenic. So in more than 65 clinical trials, in more than 1000 patients already, and also there are ongoing clinical trials, it is found that it controls NF-κB, which is master switch of inflammation. So the curcumin has got multiple sites of action. It prevents activation of NF-κB by inhibiting IKB kinase. It prevents translocation into nucleus. It prevents release of inflammatory mediators. We have seen all these are the inflammatory causatives, and this curcumin is preventing the roots of all the inflammatory passages. So the evidence which has shown the role in the role of curcumin in rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, the studies, the results are here. The comparative studies with the diclofenac, it is effective and safe in patients with active rheumatoid arthritis, because these are just I am passing through, because these are all the studies which have given a positive report that it is effective and also well tolerated in treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. And in 820 osteoarthritic patients attending outpatient clinics, they were treated with curcumin for about 6 months. The results have given us significant improvement in the pain, and there is a improved joint flexibility, and there is a better quality of life as per these studies given in the literature. Just I am going through that literature. The curcumin relieves both the pain and reduces the need for NSAIDs in osteoarthritis in less quantity or less dosage, or sometimes if the osteoarthritis is mild, probably you may not need other NSAID as per the study. And there is a comparative study with ibuprofen also. In this one, it has been shown that it is effective, not only effective, but it has got better gastrointestinal tolerability. And it is also shown to be not only effective, but also safe for long-term management of osteoarthritis. We know that osteoarthritis needs for a long time management. It needs NSAID supplementation for quite a long time, wherein we know that the side effects like gastrointestinal intolerance and the renal problems are more when you continue the NSAIDs for quite a long time. So when this is about with the combination, curcumin with the NSAIDs combination, for example with diclofenac, the results have shown that when combined, also it has got a additional benefit, that is it is helping. So the combination therapy with the celecoxib also given, so it enhances action of celecoxib on COX-2 and decreases the need for celecoxib. And curcumin, when given in combination with prednisolone, the steroids, it has got an additive anti-inflammatory action through inhibition of inflammatory cytokines, and whereby you see significant reduction in joint swelling. There is a reduction in side effects due to you know that steroids if you use, you have got side effects. So that side effects also shown to be reduced when combined with curcumin. So curcumin when administered with methotrexate, usually methotrexate we use in rheumatoid arthritis, there also it has got a good synergistic action which also may help to reduce the dose of methotrexate. So, and also it has got reduced risk of hepatotoxicity and hematological toxicities which we see in a long-term methotrexate usage. So, and the safety aspect, the curcumin is generally recognized as a safe by the US FDA. No noticeable adverse events were observed with doses up to 8 grams daily for 3 months. So, unlike NSAIDs, free from adverse effects on kidney, liver or cardiovascular system even after long-term use. Occasionally they may complain of mild transient nausea or diarrhea. So, introducing a novel formulation of curcumin. The limitations are poorly water soluble, polyphenolic compound, poorly absorbed from gastrointestinal tract, undetectable in plasma, doesn't reach systemic organs and tissues, and the clinical trials carried out with conventional curcumin should give high doses up to 12 grams per day. Few studies have not shown positive results and there is a poor GI tolerability. So, to counter those factors with conventional curcumin, a novel formulation of curcumin using self micro emulsifying drug delivery system, that is SMEDS, has been developed, and this technology provides nano-sized hydrophilic droplets of curcumin with improved absorption and there is a better tissue penetration. So, as you see in the slide, the penetration into the bloodstream and target tissues is more, thereby there is increased bioavailability of this curcumin with the SMEDS technology. So, this ensures higher bioavailability. So, the bio-enhanced curcumin, the dosage given is, the exact dose may vary from patient to patient depending upon disease severity and the degree of inflammation and the patient response. But the majority of the patients with mild to moderate inflammation usually respond to 100 to 200 milligrams per day, and if required, one can increase dose up to 400 mg per day. In summary, the bio-enhanced curcumin, it inhibits the master switch of inflammation, that is the NF-κB. It decreases the release of inflammatory prostaglandins and cytokines, and the monotherapy is found to be effective and safe in treatment of rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, and the efficacy is at par with NSAIDs with better GI tolerability as per the studies which I already mentioned, and also can be used along with NSAIDs and also steroids, which has got a synergistic action and it proves to be additive and also helps in dose reduction. And also you know that in rheumatoid arthritis we usually use methotrexate. You can combine this curcumin with methotrexate also there, and also which helps to reduce the risk of hepatotoxicity. So, unlike the biologics which can be given, this can be given orally and safe and well tolerated. So, it is the suitable option for monotherapy as well as combination therapy. And an attractive option in management of rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, either as a monotherapy or combination therapy, particularly useful option in following group of patients. Wherever there is an intolerant to the non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs or steroids or disease modifying anti-rheumatic rheumatoid drugs. When there is a compromised renal function, or whenever there is a hepatic dysfunction or the cardiovascular disorders, better you may try the curcumin, where not only effective but it is safe and well tolerated. So let's make life pain free. Thank you very much.